Okay, welcome back to Shaving Down Under. I'm Doug. It's Monday morning. Time to get the week right. And, pardon me, we're going to shave with something a bit different today. 7 o'clock. So I bought this recently. We're going to keep with the 7 o'clock theme today. Go with one of their blades. Now let's have a look inside here. There we have it. So I'm going to use that razor, that 7 o'clock razor. Really lucky to score this, I reckon. You don't see too many bobbing around on the internet. Well, I don't anyway. Suppose if you're absolutely looking for one, you would see it. So there it is there. I reckon might be silver. There's a bit of tarnish down there. Hard to tell. And it came with an old box of 7 o'clock blades. Can't say where they were made. I've got a couple of packs that were made in Australia, so I didn't really realise Australia had a market for making razor blades, but there you go. And we're going to roll with a synthetic, but on a vintage handle. So whatever, ready. Whoops, I'm trying to break it. Oh, good. And we're going to break out the old Finlandia. I haven't used that for some time, so today's the day for that. Rightio. Beautiful stuff. It's a great soap, this one. Don't think you can buy it anymore. I think it's all sold out. Real fruit of the forest sort of scent to a bit of aniseed in there as well. Got it in my Scuttle from Czechoslovakia. Some hot water into it. And the lather goes on nice and warm on a cold day. Hope you've been well. Hope you had a good weekend. Sorry about not doing a Friday vid. I had every intention to do it, but Mrs. had security cameras put in around the house. Just on the outside. And turned into a 12-hour job. It's just foaming out everywhere. Probably made enough lather here for a football team. This is a great soap. How can I do this? I think I might be able to. Put my thumb over the, look at that. Finlandia. Friend Heidi, who is from Finland, a native of Finland. Here we go. I don't know anything about this razor. Milder than I thought. Nice. If anything, it's probably too mild. Surprised me a bit. When I was looking, I'm thinking, oh, it looks like there's a bit of blade cap there, but loosen off a little bit. Do you think that's a good idea or not? Let's try. Oh, it feels good to get rid of this. How many days stubble? At least 5. After I couldn't shave Friday, I was like, should I do it Saturday quickly? And it's like, nah, I'll leave it. Have a big shave on Monday morning. Oh, that's just chewing through it. So my thoughts are, if you find one of these 7 o'clock blades in good nick, looks like a Gillette really, doesn't it? But grab one. I think it's Bradley likes the blue tip. You want to grab one of these, man? You'll like it. It's a 3-piece. Do have stories to tell. A little bit different. Oh, just a bit of a nick there on the neck. We'll get to that probably in the second pass. Crows lost. Lost a game they probably should have won. And Carlton won a game they almost lost. So Crows played Carlton. The Blues. Yeah, little nick. Hate it. Don't know why I got that. Maybe I shouldn't have loosened the handle off. This is a great scented soap. Fruits of the forest. Just keeps getting thicker and thicker, the lather on the brush. It's just amazing stuff. So, said I got some stories. The first one's probably not a very nice story, but it's a story that needs to be told. Early last week, a sales rep rang me up. Rose. She lives in Melbourne, one of the big companies, adult companies over there, wholesalers I should say. Hadn't heard from her for some time. She apologised, blah, blah, blah. That's all cool. What do you expect in these COVID times? She says, yeah, thought I'd just get a call in. I'm feeling good before my next treatment, and I'm twigging. You hear the bing, the little red flag pops up. Treatment, eh? What's going on there? So, you don't want to ask. So we kept talking. Sort of it popped up again. So I asked her what was up. Poor woman's got Johnny Dancer. For all you people out there, Johnny Dancer, cancer. And I think, oh God, that can't be good. We got talking and finally decided, asked some questions. So what had happened, I think it was last year, she went to the doctor. And they did tests, and I think that's how it worked out. And the doc said, oh, you've got bowel cancer. And of course, you'd be in shock. And the doc said, look, there's nothing to worry about. It's only small. We'll be able to take it out and it'll be gone. Come back in 4 months. And we'll do it. We'll test again for it or something. So she's thinking, I can't say what I was going to say, but she's thinking, fantastic, like, that's good, big scare, but it looks like it's all treatable. Get to it early. She goes back in 4 months' time. They do more scans and stuff, and they say, oh shit, it's spread. It's got bigger, and it's now gone to your liver. And I'm thinking, this can't be good. So I said, right, we've got to do the big old chemo, and she's had at least one round of that, and then knocked her for 6. And I think last Friday she was having another round where they're changing one of the ingredients in the chemo. I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. And she said to the doc or the surgeon or whoever it was, if I don't do the chemo, how long have I got? And the doc said, 4 months. 4 months. I don't know what that would be like. Someone telling you that. You don't do that, you've got 4 months. And the chemo is only extending her life. So what I want to tell you, fellas, happens to you or someone you know or you love, and the doctor says, come back in 4 months. Tell him, shove it up his fucking jumper, sorry for the swearing, you're doing stuff right now. Because if she had done that, there would have been no problem. So don't let a doctor dictate to you what you should do in those situations. I think it was a lesson for me, and I think it's a lesson for all of us. Don't worry, I've got a nicer story to come up. Yeah, so Rose is a sale rep. Obviously, she's got to sell stuff to make her living, and even like the other day, she was still part of the phone call. But she's still a nice woman, you know. What a nice people get struck down and absolute a-holes walk around unaffected. So in Australia, and I don't know if they do this anywhere else around the world or not, and please let me know in the comments, because I do have friends of the channel from America and England, so it'd be good to get your input. My God, the lather, it's huge. It's like some sort of Willy Wonka soft serve that a kid would want. Just keeps getting bigger and bigger the more you eat. Kid heaven. Unlimited ice cream. So in Australia, we get, once you turn over the old 50, we get sent these every couple of years. Home test kit for bowel cancer. So if I've got to do this, and you're not going to watch me do it, trust me, but I'm going to show you what's inside the packet. So there's an envelope. Take note, these two little test tubey thingies. Toilet liner. Oh, there's something else floating around down the bottom there. Oh, no. Creating havoc in my own bathroom. Anyway, this fell out, so that's one of them. So what you do, they give this piece of paper, you put it down on the toilet, you do, and then you give it a bit of a scrape, and with this thing here, there's a stick or a whatever attached to the lid. So it's a poo sample, poo sample. Put it back in there, put it in your fridge, and then do it again the next time you go to the toilet. And then you pop it in the envelope and you send it to the lab. So do they do that in your neck of the woods? Or they do it with a different cancer or illness? The old poo test. I used to have to deliver them when I was a postie. Anyway, so I had another story, a bit more lighthearted. This is back when I'm in my late 20s, mid to late 20s. I was working in the booze game. And one day this old fellow, big bloke, walks into the shop and he's hunched over. He looks like he's in a lot of discomfort. I said, mate, you're right. Do you need a chair? Like, sit down. No, I'm all right. Just my Farmer Giles. And I'm thinking, Farmer Giles? The old rhyming slang. I'm racking my brain while he's grabbing booze. What the hell's Farmer Giles? I'm thinking of every rhyming slang I know. No, couldn't get it. Comes back up to the counter with his booze, and I said the same thing. I said, mate, you want to sit down or something? Like it? And he goes, no, it's my farmer Giles. I'll be right. Just got to get some drink and get out of here. And I'm still bewildered. So I asked him, mate, what's farmer Giles? Piles! Oh, Farmer Giles, piles. I've never ever heard anyone ever say it again in my life. Maybe Carl from London. Bit of the old rhyming slang around his neck of the woods. Would have grown up with it. The old booze game. Sort of wish I was back in it, people, but it's a different game than what it was back then. Today, it's been all the booze shops, bar just a few, have all been bought out by the corporates, by the big supermarket chains. Back in the day, you worked in the booze game, you had to know your booze. If you didn't know, you had to catch up. You had to know about wine, you had to learn about wine, about spirits. Now, how to use the cash register. That's all they want to know. Bottom wage, this is how you use the cash register. You don't need to know about the booze. Sad day. But I did like the booze game. Even if I did get held up. But the booze game kept you fit. Moving pallets of beer, cartons of beer around in the fridge and things like that. Own little workout and you got paid for it. Almost better than the gym. Then you could have a quick beer afterwards. Rightio, let's wrap this up. So we'll go back with the soap. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. You saw the lather, beautiful stuff. Excellent scent, not overpowering but not mild. If you're nosing around shave sites, I think it's a Pantaray or another. I'll put a link in here if I can find it. But if you're nosing around somewhere and you see this pop up, just buy it. It's you just will not regret it. Trust me. The old 7 o'clock blade, I've put it in prison, let it dry off. Did a good job. And from memory, when I used 7 o'clock blades before from that pack, I didn't really get a great shave. So I don't know if it was just the combination of the razor and the blade. Nice and shiny. It's a really good nick. I don't know how old that is, but it's not young. So really good job. Really enjoyed it. Great shave. As I said, just need a little bit more blade to it and it would have been a really good shave. Just a bit mild, but you know what? I'll be pulling this out again in the future. Trust me. And perfect, you got to shave every day. So well worthwhile looking out on the Bay of E. Try and buy one. Just show you the scuttle I used. I'll leave a link. This is made in Czechoslovakia. A nice woman over there. And so you fill that up with hot water. Great for winter. It's the only time I've used it. And I like the Celtic knots in there to help get a nice lather, knock out all the air from it, all the bubbles. So there will be a link. And we will finish off with a bit of Jean-Paul Gaultier and Lamale. That is something to finish off with. Enough, you reckon? Let's see. Great scent. One of the all-time classic male colognes. Don't need much. I probably could have used a little less, to be honest with you. Nice. That classic scent. Rightio. Well, glad you stuck around. Some interesting, thought-provoking stories, and yeah, take it on board. Okay. Hope you have a great week. I hope you get to hump day really fast, and it's just downhill there to Friday, Saturday, as you want. And no idea what soap I'll use this week. Yeah, it'll be a new one anyway. I'm looking forward to it. I've got a few starting to backlog on me now, so I've got to start getting through them. Okay, people, enjoy the week. Take care. Ciao.